So Dylan's going to be the first one to set a time. He's going to set a 1:32. There is an Aston Martin on the track. I don't know if it's Clark. Clark is going to be the second one to set a time. And okay, I was very confused. I was looking at the wrong driver. Yeah. Nathan is going to be the second one to set a time, actually. I was confused because it looked like the Aston Martin. Ooh, a 132, a 131. Okay. So I'd say the middle ground that you're looking for is like a 131. Look at Brodo and Ash, one right after another, setting very similar times. They're both very fast drivers. DuPont is also going to set a 132, just a little bit off the 131 pace. So I'd say that a 131 is what you're aiming for. People are probably going to get close to like a 130. I think Joe Clark just finished his lap. He set a 133. I'll look into that after this race. So maybe he didn't get ninth. He may have been a position or two higher. I will double check. But Brian's going to go on pole, a 131.6. Lovely. Who else is on a lap right now? Clark is on a lap right now. Ash with a 131.3, putting himself on pole in front of Brian and surpassing his teammate.
That was a lovely corner by Brian.
It was. Nathan's going to be...
He's up 3/10 now.
And 3/10 is what he needs to put him on pole. So if he can keep this up, he will take pole position from Ash. Can he finish out Sector 3? Because one touch of the wall is all it's going to take to put him over the invalidation line. Oh, he's cutting it close, but I think he's going to do it. It's one corner, and I believe Brian will take pole position from Ash for the time being. Is he going to do it? It looks like he is. Brian with a 1:3.12, putting him ahead of Aiden, or ahead of Ash by 1/10. A great lap from him. He needs all the points he can get. Ashley sits in 4th place in the total standings. And the driver standings, and Williams actually leads the driver standings in Aston. What is happening with DuPont? Did you see that?
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to warm up the tires before going.
But the game was spazzing out. That was wild. DeWint is on a lap right now. I'm currently watching him. Oh, he's gonna touch. They keep going so close to the walls. Like, I know that's part of the strategy, but it gets me every single time because they were just one touch away from invalidating everything. Yeah, Alpha just set on 134, but Dr. Bod is 3/10 up on his lap time. Will it be enough to promote him into first place? Oh, he's just hit the wall. It looked like he just touched the wall a little bit. That may have just been his lap time. I really hope it doesn't.
That looks good.
Oh, what's he going to set? Oh, to bump him up into second. He's going to just push Ash out of the way. Now, who else is on the lap time? DeWint has been invalidated. I think it said Brodo was on a lap time. Let's keep up with Brodo for a little while. That wasn't Brodo. That's DuPont. And Brodo isn't even on a lap time. What am I talking about? So who is on a lap right now? Ash is just starting a lap. Let's see.
And
he's up by a 10th. He needs 2. Oh, that didn't look pretty. He needs 2/10 in order to pass Gabriel. Which Gabriel is on pole. Holy cow. I didn't even see that happen. Gabriel just jumped on pole out of nowhere. What a lap from him.
Let's see what Ash can do. Can he challenge for that pole position?
Ash was up by a 10th originally, but then he had a little stutter coming out of Sector 1. How is he going to handle the last few sectors? Is it going to be enough to bump down any of the drivers ahead of him? He needs 3/10 for pole. What can he do on this last turn? I'm not sure he has it. Does he have it? It's close. He does. Oh my goodness. Ash with a 1:31.0 will put him on pole position. And I think that's it. I think Clark is on a lap right now. He's not doing anything. Alpha isn't doing anything. And I think DeWint was already invalidated. No. Well, he wasn't invalidated, but he's not up by much. Dr. Bod is doing absolutely nothing as well. So we've got a few laps coming around, but I think this is basically it for qualifying as it stands.
Well, Ash is in pole, followed by Gabriel, then Brian, then Dr. Bod, then DuPont, then Brodo, then Julian, then DeWint, then Silver, then Nathan, then Joe Clark, then Aiden, and then Alpha.
Alpha's going to need a pretty great start if he wants to flesh out that 13th place. I think he's better than that. He can do better than that.
Time in this track, because
yeah,
he's quite far off. next person in front. So let's see how it goes.
All right, 5 red lights. And away we go. We're actually going to watch this race from Alpha's perspective in the back of the grid and see what he sees. How are they going to handle the first turn? I'm not seeing a whole lot of collisions, a few drivers swapping positions. Dr. Bod has gone up a few positions. They're actually making it decently clean through the first couple of corners. I'm going to go ahead and move up to the front of the grid now, or closer to the front of the grid, from Aldea DuPont sitting right behind Brodo. And I don't think he's going to make any errors. Yeah, he's sitting right behind Brodo. Oh my goodness, Brodo's gotten spun. There's going to be a huge, look like there's going to be a huge pile in the middle of the track. Brodo and DuPont at the very back of the grid. I don't think it's going to cause a virtual or a any safety car for that matter, which is kind of wild because they do have an increase. I see Alpha has gone off the track. I don't know what happened there. Surprised he didn't get any penalties, or he has to have gotten a warning for that. But just as I was saying, things were looking pretty clean. Immediately things start switching. We've got 2 drivers on the softs, being Dr. Bod and Julian, and Silver almost made a little bit. Silver has actually been promoted up into 5th place. He started a little bit farther back as someone in the back has spun. I think it was Alpha again. Alpha is not having a good race this time around. Gabriel is just making an overtake on Ash to get 1st place, and we're going to see a lot of that on the straight. Ash is going to try to make a move right back. There's going to be a lot of interesting things happening on these straightaways because it's just, I know these drivers are going to abuse the DRS because it's just so strong in this game. But I'm very, very eager to see how the last couple laps are going to go because I know it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Right, everyone's on mediums except Dr. Bod and Julian, who are starting on softs.
Indeed,
they will play out because I'm pretty sure those softs die out quite quick on this track.
And I'm just glad to not see any penalties or anything yet. You know, I was half expecting one to pop up as I was saying that, so I'm kind of disappointed that didn't happen. But
I don't really think this is a bad track for track invalidations. I think this is one of the tracks where it's quite easy not to invalidate a lot.
I just thought it would be a little bit crazy because the drivers take the corners so tightly. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but this battle between the top 3 is absolutely beautiful. It's Gabriel, Ash, and Brian.
Yeah,
they're going to be making a lot of overtake. This is my favorite part of the track for sure. It's just like Baku, and Brian actually doesn't have any DRS, interestingly enough, but he's still yes, he does. He's just getting it now.
Yeah.
What are these drivers doing?
Late on this track.
That was a bit interesting. Did you see that? What just happened there? It looked like Gabriel was like not fully overtaking. Oh, did you see that? There are interesting things happening in the back, and there's a V-carb in the wall. It's Julian. Julian, on his first race, has already found himself in the wall, and Ash is setting the fastest lap of the race. Is Julian going to be able to recover in time? It doesn't look like he is, and there's still no safety car. Quite a few incidents for no safety cars, which is a bit interesting, especially since there are multiple cars involved. Brodo is now going to take the fastest lap of the race. But I'm seeing some drivers starting to struggle with traction, it looks like. Julian just retired. Did he retire in the pits or did he hit the wall?
He hit the wall in the pits.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the first safety car.
Right on the racing line. Games got rid of it. Right, Ash has gone.
Ash flying on the restart. Is he going to pull away just like Stack did last race? I don't think he is. It looked like Mercedes was getting ready to make a move. I don't think he's going to. I think everyone's just going to stay right where they were for now. I see the McLaren going side by side with the Aston Martin. Oh, they're going to. The Aston Martin's going to back off, and I think Silver's that's not Silver. Dr. Bod is going to try to hold it around the outside. Is he going to be able to make a move? Is he? It looks like he has the speed to make this overtake, but he's going to have to fend him off into the next corner unless he falls behind, which he does intelligently. And there's going to be a little bit of a touch with Gabe up front. How is Gabe going to handle the pressure from Dr. Bod up behind and the
Fox losing even more positions to Brodo now.
Something may have happened to him. Gabriel getting slowed down a bit by Aiden. I was going to say something. Another McLaren, his teammate is going to slip up a little bit. Is his teammate going to let him through? I don't think he is. He's going to try to defend him for now. And team order says to get out of the way, but he's just going to keep holding him back there. How is this going to work out for the two McLaren drivers? They're really messing each other up here. He needs to just go ahead and let Gabe through, truth be told. Oh, Brodo just smacked somebody in the wall. It looked like DuPont, or no, it was Clark. I'm not sure what just happened there. There might be a report towards the end of this race regarding that situation. But Brian is going to go ahead and make the overtake on Ash and push himself into first place. Ash making a little bit of mistake, but Silver behind us as well. There's a pileup in the back of the grid. Looks like it's Clark, Gabriel, not Clark, and just Gabriel and Alpha. I don't know what happened between them, but again, two drivers involved in a collision, and there's no safety car. Ooh, look at Dr. Bod. I see Dr. Bod and DuPont right now. I don't think he's going to go for the move around the outside. He might try to dive him soon. No, he's not. He's going to play it safe and back off. Maybe use the DRS on the straight. Are you seeing this? That was kind of strange. It looked like, so DuPont hit the wall and Dr. Bob was just trying to back off and play it safe, but Dr. Bob, he really wasn't trying to make a move there. It looked like he was kind of scared or something.
Like they're playing DRS games, which I think you shouldn't be doing at this stage in the race, because we need to catch up to the ones in front, really.
And Dr. Bob's making a mistake, which is going to let DuPont get through.
They're just losing time to the top six in front.
And now the McLaren of Gabriel is going to be catching up to them soon too. And Gabriel has Brodo, who's going to be catching up to him soon as well. DuPont is going to pick a corner cutting penalty. So, like I said, technically DuPont has a 13-second penalty right now. But that all depends on if he doesn't send the appeal. Alpha has just fully left the session. And what did I just witness? I think Gabriel just flew around Dr. Bod. Dr. Bod's just going to back off and let him through. And I think the three of them are going to go ahead and continue to play. Not think they're going to play a DRS game. I think they're going to try to rocket each other up into the front. Either way, they're very close to one another. Holy cow, are you seeing this? All of them except for Brian are right next to each other. Ash is going to get overtaken twice. Maybe not. He's going to try to hold it up the inside. He's going to get it. Silver almost losing it completely. And now he's going to lose a position to Nathan. Ooh, Nathan, Aiden, and Silver right behind each other. I don't know what happened to Gabriel. Gabriel was right. He was pretty close to them, and it looks like he may have backed off a little bit. Oh, and there's going to be a little bit of a touch. Nathan's going to get touched by Silver, and Silver's going to let him keep the position. Gabe is going to get the fastest lap with a 1:3.35. But the positions 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all right behind each other for the most part. Is Ash going to make a move around his outside? I think he's going to try to. I don't think it's going to work for him. He's almost going to send himself into the wall. Ash must be playing on a controller or something. He has to be, because the way that wheel was moving didn't look super fluid, in my opinion. Oh, Silver again almost bended. Did you see that? Silver was basically sideways through the opening corners of the track. And behind him, there's another three-way battle. A three-way battle for 7th place. With Dr. Bod, the Mercedes aren't looking too hot this race. Silver looked like he was doing much better, and then he just slowly started to fall down the pack of the grid.
Gabriel's caught up.
Whoa! Ash just overtook Dwint and flew over. It just completely flew. That was just weird. Ash just completely flew past Dwint, and Dwint just let him through. Maybe they are trying to catch up to Brian, who is currently 4 seconds ahead. Gabriel and DuPont are going to go ahead and make a move on Silver. Silver's going to drop back to 8th. Oh, and look at this side-by-side action between Gabriel and DuPont. DuPont almost picking up another warning, potentially. And now Silver's going to be right in front of his teammate. I think he's going to have to let his teammate through. His teammate is faster than him. I think he is just going to let him through. Does he just back off? Hopefully he doesn't push it side-by-side. He's going to push it side-by-side, but he's going to let him through, thankfully. But up ahead, DuPont. Oh, DuPont almost spinning again. DuPont almost spun and took out Gabriel. I think the Mercedes are going to have a chance to work together here and try to catch up to the drivers up ahead, because Brian is flying right now, and he needs everything he can do. He needs everything he can get. His Ash is trying to make a move around the outside of DuPont, not DuPont, of DeWint. I can't get the move done, but all the drivers are very, very close to one another, aside from Clark, who is having a pretty rough race, unfortunately. So, although Gabriel is catching up to Nathan, that's still a pretty decent gap, because Nathan is going to have to, or Gabriel is going to have to pit, No, I have it flipped. Nathan is going to have to pit soon as well. So what Brian needs is a safety car, and with the intensity of the racing of these drivers, that is very well possible. Ooh, look at the dive from DuPont. I don't know if that was a super clean dive bomb, but he does it out of nowhere. And this is going to be the first hard runner into the top 5. It is starting to rain. Do you see? Wow. We're going to see rain. And I think the driver's going to go ahead and pit early. I didn't even see that happening. What is... Oh, my goodness. There was a huge collision in the pits. Nathan just rammed right into the back of Ash, and he's going to get a 10-second penalty. Now everyone's pit strategy has completely flipped in the last couple of races. What in the world? What in the world? Look at how close everybody is. So now everyone's strategy is completely flipped on their heads. Forget a scratch a safety car, scratch everything. Rain is here, and I don't know if it's... Do you think it clears up? I'm not sure if it clears up by the end of the race, but the top 5, all of them are going to need to pit. None of them are on the inters. I think everyone's going to have to pit. That's why Ash went early. Dr. Bod trying to hold it around the outside. He's not going to get it done. This is going to be a messy lap because all of them are going to have to pit at the end of the race. And I don't think we're going to see any double stacks. I think every driver is pitted individually by now. Oh, look at the grip. The drivers are struggling right now on this track. And I do wonder if we're going to see any penalties because of the grip issues. I'm just glad it's raining at Vegas and it's not raining at Monaco. Because if we had gotten rain at Monaco, that would have been hilariously ridiculous. We did see a little bit of rain, or a lot of rain actually at Spa. I was saying a little bit. But, ooh, look at Aiden and Dr. Bod pushing it side by side. Dr. Bod is going to completely cut the corner. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty, but Aiden's going to drop another position and Gabriel's going to overtake him. And let's see how are they going to handle the pit strategy. Don't tell me they're staying out. Gabriel and Dr. Bod are staying out another lap on the hards. Brian is going to head to the pits. DuPont is going to pit. Aiden, Dwayne, all of them are going to head into the pits. Just about everyone on the grid is going to go ahead and pit, while Gabriel and Dr. Bod are staying out, pushing it just one more lap. Is that a smart decision by them?
I don't think this is going to be good for them, since they've either got to try stay out to the end, or you have to pit straight away, because look at the grip. It's just non-existent on the hard tyres.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Bod is struggling so bad right now. Meanwhile, Brian creeping up like a shark, like the shark on Jaws. Dr. Bod's not even making the corners anymore. These two have just bent themselves, and Brian is more than likely going to just overtake him and get first place. I see someone just spun around. I'm not sure who that was. It's DuPont. DuPont just spun around. He's out of the race. Is it going to be a safety car? Clark has retired as well. Is there going to be a safety car? Look, what the heck just happened to Gabe? Gabe just went completely off the track. Dr. Bod is going to continue to lead, and there's still no safety car.
Come on the track safely.
After all that, there is still no safety car. Brian is going to promote himself into first place, and Dr. Bod's race at this point is over because there's nothing he can do. He's going to push Brian off the track. Brian, he almost pushed him off the track. That was real close. Dr. Bod is really struggling for grip right now, and he needs to get into the pits as soon as possible. He's going in there right now, but I still don't think it's going to help him that much. I think he's probably going to come out in like 7th place because all of the drivers are basically right behind him. He might come out in last.
I think he's going to come out last, as well as Gabriel's going to have to pit as well now.
Oh, Gabriel's race is definitely over after that little collision that happened earlier. But now the DRS straight doesn't even matter because it's all going to rely on ear rest. Brodo squeezing Nathan. Not going to give him a whole lot of room. He's going to go ahead and make that position stick. That was a very, very tight overtake.
You've got to remember these guys probably have low downforce setups as well, so it's going to be even harder for them to do well in the wet. They're going to have really bad grip in the wet.
Oh, it's Gabe. It's his AI because he retired in the pits. Oh, what's he doing?
My.
His AI just got into the middle of the track and it completely messed up Brodo.
Oh my god. Oh, Dr. Bod's having trouble with AI as well.
Okay, we've got we've got to ban retiring in the middle of the race, and I feel like we did that already after last season.
No, Gabriel retired in the pits, and it just did that.
Well, it did that. It did that last time too. Remember, it did the same thing with Unknown when he rage quit last time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we addressed that. Those are just some very questionable decisions to just stay out like that. I really don't know why they did that.
Here comes Dr. Bod.
Dr. Bod getting ready to make a move on the outside of Nathan. Are they going to keep it clean through the corners? Looks like, Dr. Bod's going to touch the wall. Did he touch Nathan a little bit? It looked like he did. Nathan's going to hold it on around the outside. Dr. Bod's just going to bump him off the track. He's going to cut the corner, and he's going to bump him again. He's going to put Nathan in the wall. Dr. Bod what is he cooking? He just pushed Nathan into the wall to make that overtake done. That has got to be a penalty of some kind.
No, it looked like Nathan just squeezed him on the entry of the corner, and then because of weather, they slid into each other, and then on the exit they were just sliding and made a bit of contact. But we'll have to review that today before it.
Yeah, that definitely was an ugly overtake, no matter how you view it. But Brian is going to go ahead and win the race. Ash is going to take home second place, and Aiden should be in third because Brodo's not going to have enough time to catch up. So Ash is going to get second, Brodo's going to be in fourth, Aiden in third. Dwint is going to take home fifth. I think that's Dwint's best finishing position in this entire season so far. Nathan's going to be in seventh, or not because of an unserved penalty, and I think Silver's going to bump up to seventh.